But they still have the Ghoulims, which should do fairly well against Cav Archers. If you get into it.
Can we afford them on Land Madness, though? The map is obviously so open, so impossible to wall. I don't really think we will see a lot of castle and unique units here.
Yeah, we'll see. What do you think about those guys, by the way?
About what? Okay. I think people are overvaluing them right now. They feel like an eagle, which is obviously a crazy good unit, but typically eagles can be built out of barracks with less of an investment. So I think strong, but not as crazy as people think.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're bringing so much energy to the new civs.
Should I fake hype them? Like right now, win rate is really bad of the new civs in this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if they have like 20%.
I was surprised WWP almost pulled it off with the new civ stack. Did they do that just because they didn't know where else to use them and they used them in the 4v4?
That's what AM did yesterday, and they basically played 4 standard games, won all of them, and just played 1 throwaway game. And since every game counts the same, maybe we could have had the rules like 3v3 and 4v4 town, like doing 1.5 points, or maybe like you get points times the player count or something, so that people like retry out in 4v4s. But yeah, that was the AM approach.
I mean, that was a pretty crazy game anyway for WWP. Even though they picked all 4 new civs, they almost had. I feel like they almost had it, especially since Paladin was so early up to Imp.
Yeah, I think he overbuilt Galleons there, and Jordan really could transition into his strong chips a bit earlier.
Yeah. Also, Lix didn't really do anything in the transition period between Castle and Imperial.
That was shocking, right? Not really sure what he was doing there. And
he had like 10 minutes of nothing, basically.
And Tero got lots of pressure and could arrest some and got landings in.
I did like the idea that Slam had no villagers. You could see the wheels turning in his head, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And then he just went into trade cogs.
Yeah, my chat went wild, like, get a monk, convert a villager. And I was like, sorry guys, no chance for a monastery.
No, he had a monastery. I was looking at that too.
Okay.
He had one. It was on fire, and it was right next to a transport ship. He could have made a monk, got in the transport ship, and then went to Vivi's Island and converted a villager.
That would have made it onto some YouTube channels.
He didn't really have any resources to take because the only wood available for him was on his island that was completely, like, taken by Vivi. So at the end of the day, probably wasn't the worst thing. Anyway, we're into a new series here, and both players are going to be going scouts. Looks like Valessa is going to click up 19 pop, and Sato is going to click up 20 pop.
Well, seems like it. Well, finishes that villager. Loom squeezed in, so slightly earlier for our player from Suomi. And goes for a second lumber camp there in the back. Not the most exciting thing. I think I would have liked him to go like for the ostrich and then finish the lumber camp, just to save 1 trip. Still pretty greedy by Velez, right? He barely scouted anything.
Riveting stuff there, nearly riveting analysis. Ostrich and then lumber camp. And yeah, you're right. He hasn't scouted anything. So he's going to have to hope that he's fortunate in which direction he goes. But he is going scouts, right? So he should be able to find him pretty soon anyway.
Still walls in his woodline, so a bit scared of the drush. Sees that his opponent has a way higher score. But I think it could be even higher if we actually saw a drush. But look at that, Sito is even drushing. Although he saw, he's building walls against the drush. Although he sees a 540 score. Yeah.
I think that's like another thing that we don't often talk about with not scouting and pushing your deer is that you really don't have a comparable score of your own to know if someone's going for drush. You're like, is he that far ahead? Is he not that far ahead? I really am not sure. So he makes the walls anyway. Those are going to help him later on in the game anyway. And he's got 9 villagers snug and tight up on his lumber economy. Now there's a stable for Valesta and Sato Goes for the stable of his own, and he's got 10 villagers inside. But 2 of them are really inefficient.
No, cuddling quite a bit there. And it's tough to optimize them, actually. Okay, oh, actually it does.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Pretty fortunate one.
Took the time. I like that.
I think if you're fully walled, isn't like Archer Spearmen becoming really efficient all of a sudden? Both having really defensive woodlines as well.
I think you need at least a couple scouts, though. If you don't have scouts, you can't dictate anything, right? You're just going to have to sit at your own base.
Yeah, well, or you simply do the Winchester approach. 1 archer, 1 spearman, send it.
Archer, spearmen, send it into the darkness.
Well, you have 1 scout, right? And you can arrest the berries a bit.
Yeah. All right. He does see the woodline at the back, so he can target that if he wants to. I don't see an archer range for either player yet. Horse color now on the way for Valessa, and this might be one of those Land Madness games where we see the early up times, we see the scouts, and then we just see kind of both players chilling out until they reach Castle Age.
Yeah, not completely unlikely. And then the question is like, are we trying to delay our archer production to go for cav archers, or do we have to go for archers and then have this weird phase where both players cannot go arbalest and have to transition?
Does Sato... Ooh. Scouts pick a villager out of position, but they're not able to damage it. Splits around the spearman. You love to see it.
And the low HP villagers at the top.
Yep. And goes back with another one. Great control here from Sato. Hasn't been hit once. This is super annoying for Valessa. Oh my goodness.
But what is it really achieving except entertain us?
Well, I mean, what else does he have to do, right? All he's doing at home is adding farms.
Okay, now we forced some real idle time.
Yeah.
And could have been such an easier defense if it wasn't for Valessa having a spearman in his town center all this time.
Ooh, 2 hits on the scout from Valessa as he passes the mill there from Sato. So Sato with the early advantages here. Both players with 1 second of idle TC time, so the economies are very, very efficient. I wonder if he splits around that spearman again.
So who's going on to gold when? Sato now builds a mining camp, which I find weirdly positioned. And Valessa still continues scout production.
Where else are you going to put that?
1 tile further right.
I like this one better.
Okay.
Because you can get, with another villager, you can get the side on the left of that 1 gold.
But your left ones are less efficient. Or like the bottom ones are less efficient.
Barely, though. Like half a tile. Don't talk to me about efficiency, all right? When it comes to efficiency, Nilly, I am in a different league from you.
Okay.
It's a lower league. It's a farm league.
Oh, I only
We're not
saw
in the same league, bud.
I only saw the stream title. I couldn't convince myself to click on it.
All right.
Lots of scouts by Valessa. I'm a bit surprised that he committed to 9 scouts. Now adds 2 more spearmen after he sees 3 spearmen walking towards him. Mass delete on the berries there at the front. Has to go back, although he had a bigger investment.
Yeah, and he's going wheelbarrow now. He's got a lot of farms here. Got 15 farms already from Valessa. Meanwhile, from Sato, he's added quite a few farms of his own. He's got 16 back there. And Valessa is investing a lot more into scouts. Never mind, actually. Scout numbers are the same. What the hell? Scout v. Scout. This is like classic Land Madness.
Yeah, but 1 player is going for some archers. And that makes it pretty ugly once we see who gets onto better spearman numbers. But now Bloodlines forging. Valessa is really trying to force the issue. Bloodlines as well for Valessa. Ooh, for Sato.
Archers, Valessa will see that, and Valessa's going to back up.
Oh, what's happening?
A couple really good hits on the spearman there, actually, with the scouts, and he didn't get hit in return. Interesting. I thought for sure running in there was a mistake. I think you did too. But he didn't get hit at all.
Oh, that's so nice. And now the upgrades are finishing. Maybe Valessa wants to take a fight now. Now it's only 8 scouts. That's not enough.
And there's no archery range for Velez at all. And look at that. The scouts are going down. And Sato is just kind of flooding over here. And the tower is only being built with 2 villagers on the other side. Velez is going to have to sacrifice his scouts in order to give his villagers enough time to build this tower. Sato trying to block this off. Velez not going for the quick walls. And it seems GG. Yeah.
Wow, 18-minute game. Sato looked hot in this one. And Velez, that was a bit one-dimensional with scouts only against like that amount of spearmen.
He seemed, I don't know. It seemed like he was unsure what he needed to do there. He should have added, the standard play is to add an archer range there.
Mm-hmm.
Even just to go into some skirmishers, right? That's not going to hurt your eco all that much. But if your opponent goes to archers, you're in a really bad position.
Damn.
Very strange.
So many spearmen there as well. And like Sato, sometimes if you face the strategy of opponent going mass scouts, you think like, yeah, I have 3 spearmen, they're good. But Sato really got into really solid numbers, and that's why Velez basically took horrible engagement after horrible engagement, and then it was over pretty quickly.
Better eco, better KD, better everything.
Mm-hmm. KD actually 11-2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something I would not have expected. Yeah, Velez going into this game only killed 2 units. He would have gotten good odds for that. Baguettes
Maybe
takes...
he's just not used to that map without Empire Wars.
Maybe, right? It's not played that much, which I don't understand because I think it's one of the most entertaining maps we have.
That's all right.
It's all right?
It's all right.
Okay.
I like it on Empire Wars better than I do on Standard.
Okay, I will tell them to please send me the player lineups. Happy smiley. Obviously, Velez and Sato now not allowed to play the 3v3, but 3v3 is on Arena. So maybe they didn't want to play that one either way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Although I think if you're Suomi, you want, or even Deceptive Baguettes, you want those players in both. Those are your 2 strongest players.
Okay, got the lineup for Vince.
Oh.
And Sito's writing, it's Clément and Anatov the rising star for us. So Ruben and Max versus Clément and Anatov. Ooh. I think 2 years ago, no one would have believed that this could be a close game.
Yeah. I still would have to favor Max and Ruben. Not that I don't believe in Anatov, but I don't know that. I haven't seen that much from Clément recently, so.
What's the leaderboard position there for Clément?
It's like 50 or something.
Okay.
I think that was the last time I saw him. I think he was higher than I originally expected. Maybe not. Leaderboards.
Oh, I don't even have him here. I think it's maybe the 3 or something.
89.
Yeah. 89.
Pretty good.
So what was the peak there? Peak rating was... Oh, he actually is at his peak. Okay. So,
what's the Frenchest way you can say his name?
Clément.
Clément.
That was actually like, I even heard the cheese flavor out of your mouth a bit.
Yep. You got to, dude. You got to. I literally smell like cheese now. I have the taste of red wine in the back of my tongue.
So Anatov, I think I've been saying it for probably 1.5 years now. The best player that you have never heard of before.
Well, everyone's heard of him now.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people anyway.
Yeah.
He started playing more 1v1s now, actually.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. Okay. He didn't like it last time I spoke to him. He only liked team games.
I think the fame is going to his head now.
Ooh.
I think he's like, you know, he's really trying to make something. He feels like maybe he could be the next Nilly.
Oh. Nations Cup with Jordan, 2v2. Pushing me on the bench.
Yep.
Nearly bench.
Just Nilly, not again.
Oh, can't we make it 6v6? I really want to play. Oh, running was already there. Luckily, he's on AV4. Jordan was gone, then he came back. Oh.
Now Viper's gonna get citizenship.
I won't even play 6v6, I believe.
Skittle was playing in the BF tournament too.
True. Oh, I think they already launched the game. Nice.
Wow, this is so much better. Perfect.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait forever.
Yeah. Yesterday, even like I'm not sure if you're in the Discord, but I changed like added rule: players are getting punished if they delay games intentionally or something. And I got some laughing emojis under that.
Well, like just like Rise of the Clans and the BF tournament, there was so much in between. Oh my god. Especially like the BF tournament. Sometimes we'd have 10, 15 minutes in between games.
Yeah, we had one bad set yesterday. All the other threes were absolutely reasonable. Jordan is pushing quite nicely there. It's such a treat to have him around.
Well, yeah, he needs to go to bed at 7 at night. So.
He was constantly like hosting, sending IDs. Yeah.
So it's Fortress. I thought you said it was Arena.
Arena's the 3v3 that Veles can't play. And Cito can't play.
I just sounded like an opening door.
A bit, right? Yeah, I was searching for some oil, actually. Trying to drip it in.
It won't be the first time you cover me in oil. Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
Didn't you say you wanted to keep that our little secret?
Yeah. Just delete the VOD. We're good.
Okay. Okay.
All right, here we go.
So
Bengalis and Chinese against humans and Chinese.
I'm so excited to see this. Like yesterday, humans, Chinese clearly looked the best. I'm not sure if Bengalis is really an option. And I'm curious to find out.
Okay. We've got these wonderful. Oh my god!
It's
Do you have
players.
the new capture age with the kings icons that are as big as a wonder?
Yeah.
We do have a king with a cape though. From humans, I didn't realize this king had a cape. It's not even a robe; it's a legitimate cape.
Actually crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
And look at how much
we have
dust he's putting behind himself. I think he's like wearing house shoes.
House shoes?
Like shoes you use indoors?
Yeah. No, those are like
The clogs of
the slippers kind of shoes. You know, they curl up at the toes.
No, I don't know.
If he turns sideways, you'll be able to see.
Looks like
Anyway.
the ones that Dutch people wear.
Yeah, clogs.
Clogs.
But except they're like they're curled up at the toes. So they're not clogs. And you can't run this fast in clogs, I don't think.
Wasn't there a Mr. Beast video or something? Oh no. That was like huge shoes. Well, so Regicide Fortress start is obviously always a beauty to witness. Just imagine people would play normal Fortress without Regicide.
I don't think I've ever played normal Fortress without Regicide.
Oh, it's actually pretty nice in the sense that, like tournaments were pretty dumb.
No. Wasn't it in the ladder? Not Regicide, right? It was just normal fortress.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it was.
yeah. Might have been. Also, you can build towers in Dark Age, and once people figured that out, everyone was tower rushing for like half a year till people realized, well, actually, it's not good.
Yeah, because they have their own towers and a castle. But I can cut off his wood line though.
Yeah. Well, they don't have the castle, right? But you have the towers.
Oh, true. Yeah, because no regicide. Yeah.
Yeah, but some people like still kept like picking Spanish. They're like, yeah, you have to build your castle now on your own. Wasn't pretty.
So Clement is going to stone. He's going to stone.
Haunter Stone. Oh, is that a what? 40 boom or what? Why are you going that heavily onto stone that early?
I don't understand.
Especially
is he gonna go for a forward castle push? He's playing as Chinese. So he should be familiar. This isn't any sort of crazy Civ specific build with the new Civs, but I mean, you do start with limited amounts of stone, so maybe it is going to be an Omega Boom.
What do you think of Bengali's Castle Age Sling?
Is Sling allowed?
Sling is allowed if you sling towards a player that is in the same age or lower.
And Bengali's
Fast castle,
and
full sling. Onto
Bengali's get the extra 2 vills, right?
Yep, in the fast castle sense, +4.
Yeah.
Or is it just the boom?
But if you're going to be doing that, wouldn't you want... I would consider Anatov the stronger of these two players. Although it's probably pretty close. Clement is 80th on the ladder. Wouldn't you want Anatov in the sling-id position?
I think
not
it's
the sling-e?
It's also like the person that comes up with the strategy sometimes does the more creative part.
True.
But might just be an absolutely normal boom as well. But we're not on stone here as Anatov.
Very strange. All stemming from the fact that Red went out to stone early, folks.
And it's really well. It's just so late, right? He looks like he's playing fast imp. Look at his resources,
dude. He's got so much gold too. He is playing fast imp. He's gonna go for a forward castle fast imp,
and he's getting slung because we're not on stone.
No, Clement is on stone. What are you talking about?
No, but Anatov isn't. Anatov's not on stone. That's why he's not booming. And that's why he's slinging.
Oh, okay. Sorry. The sentence just confused me a little bit because I thought we were talking about Clement. Anyway, on the other side, let's take a look at what the Finnish players are doing. Max going for the 2TC boom with the Cumans. We've got Rubenstock reaching the castle age in 30 seconds, and they're going to play it more or less standard. Although Rubenstock is now going out to stone with a few, but I think that's just to gather 50 stones so he can make a couple extra TCs.
That's very likely. If he sends those to home, only 10 stone short now. And yeah, exactly what he wants to do. Slightest of mistimings there. TC will be delayed a bit, but actually didn't have the wood, so feels reasonable. And now, basically, the strategy confirmation will come in once we see Anatov reaching Castle Age. And see if he researches coinage.
I think the strategy confirmation from the other team's perspective on what Red's doing will come in like 20-30 seconds here when they see he's not in Castle Age yet.
Yeah. He's so late compared to Rubenstock.
It's just going to be completely obvious that he's going for
oh, he just bought just bought the stone. Okay.
What?
Also an option. Well, then it's just sling and go Throther. Okay. So it's fast imp.
What time are you at? I didn't even see him buying.
11 minutes.
Oh, so am I. I didn't see him buying at all.
Well, he can afford 3 TCs, right? And he's starting with only 150 stone. Oh no, he collected 50.
Yeah.
Ah, lol. Oh, luckily I'm not doing this for a living.
Yeah, luckily.
Ooh. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay.
All right, so there's the Ratha.
Toy, ay, ay, ay.
It's an interesting unit for sure. We saw it against the Conquistador last set. That didn't go too well. That was a stomp. Oh my god, that game was over so quickly. But he's gonna have 2 out here, getting involved with the scouts there, and the range version. He's got these on the melee version right now, but the range version of it is fairly underwhelming in terms of just a range unit. You know, only 5 attack, only 4 range, and mediocre speed at best as well.
Yeah. At least 105 HP, so they have some resistance. Obviously, if enemy is coming close, cannot really be countered by skirmishes because you have the answer by transitioning into the knight. But, well, still tricky. Also, what's tricky is what is Clement going to do? Now sends out his villagers. Okay.
I think the Rathas are just there to distract the army or to potentially protect the vills so the castle can go up. And that's where the castle's going up. And he's going to cut off 2 stones, basically, from Ruben's stock over there. So if Ruben wants stone to repair his castle that's likely going to get trebbed, or a stone to make another castle, he's going to not really have the options that he needs to do that.
And Scout out of position, sees the Rathard going over there. I'll go to the other side. Scout is going to the right direction, but they still, like, they see the score of Clement. They know what's up.
Yep. It's just, what is he going for, and where is he going to push? And is he going to see the castle? He sees it now. He sees it, and he's going to know, I'm the target now of this fast Imperial play. They saw how late Clement was up to Castle Age, tells them fast imp, and he is going to be Imperial Age pretty soon here in 55 seconds. Already Chukanu coming out, and there's the sling right there from Anatov. So you did read it correctly. He just went for those to keep the villagers safe.
But you can only sling for another 35 seconds, right? So now it's important, just send him everything in 30 seconds again, and then you have to focus on yourself again, because you cannot sling once Clement reaches him.
Monastery as well. Okay. So I guess if you're Ruben stock, you just want to survive and hope that Max can boom up and help you in like 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
Yeah, it feels so weird because the fight is happening in Rubenstock base, but actually it's Clement versus Maxim.
Yep.
Loom now. Good timing for it. Aggression continues, bracers coming in, and now basically a trap fest has to fly in. Or a trap production.
How do these guys at the back, like, how do they hit stuff with the swords? They're hitting their own horses.
Well, maybe in between the heads of the horses.
That's not that's not very efficient.
Just be careful.
Just be careful. Yeah, but you have such a limited swing range, like effective cutting area.
Well, that's why they're getting paid the big bucks.
Yep.
That's why you paid 60 gold for them.
I don't know. I'd rather have a knight. All right, Treb's working on the castle already. And we got another Treb on the way. And Max is getting handcart. Max is getting loom. Max is at 75 villagers right now.
Chukanu coming out, trying to go for the trap.
35. Yeah, these Chukanu aren't going to be able to get that, though. There's Chukanu here from Clement. He's going to push this back. Mangonel coming out, too, but the Ratha are there.
Double trap might not be enough, right? Roomstock, he is one of the best at holding, and he just knows. But he does not have any stone, right? So he has to fully buy.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's ugly.
So as mentioned before, at that castle position, it's looking really good
extra
right
stone
now.
in the back. He has extra stone at the top. Ooh.
And he's taking it right now with some villagers. Great mining camp up there to take advantage of that. But, I mean, the castle's going to go down regardless.
A fitting mining camp for a Tuesday.
What?
Okay, Legend
what?
Tuesdays?
Ah, but I like that mining camp.
Yeah,
What's wrong with it?
Just fitting.
Oh, okay. It's fitting in there nicely.
Yeah. That's why I called it fitting.
Yeah.
For a Tuesday. Okay.
Like Nilly at a hippo convention. Just fitting in.
They didn't notice me yet. Day 3.
Day 3.
So Roomstock is trying to go imp now, but with what Townsend? Wait.
Did he lose his empty? No, Max is going imp. Is Rubenstock doesn't have the resources.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, he does have the food in villagers queued up, but he doesn't have the housing space. And he's dying completely here. I think if you're Max, yeah, you're saying run your king over here. That's what Rubenstock is doing. And now run your villagers, please. Just get out of there while you can. I will steamroll. And Max is at 106 villagers. Anatov is actually at 93. So he's not too far behind in the boom. And he's going into barracks now. And it's essentially going to be a 2v1. But with Max's economic state, he can potentially win the 2v1.
It will be Teal Paladins. Completely uncontested. 5 TC boom. Make it 6 TC. Yeah, he has a 6 TC now. Like, he can so easily sling Roomstock up as well.
One thing Max is really good at, be it like 1v1s or team games, is like waiting for his moment, you know? Even if your teammate's dying, you know that you have to wait long enough for your eco to kick in. You have to wait for enough army to engage. And he's super, super good at judging that. So we'll see if he can make this happen. At any point, Rubenstock can just full delete these walls too. And let these paladin in to deal with the Chukanu.
Ah yeah, true. And the extra villagers that you're getting, that's from every TC, right? So Anatov should get 8 extra villagers.
Is it from other? No.
Okay, it's only from 1 TC. It's 2 per age? Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that much anyways, right? He's fully boomed out.
You thought it was from every TC?
Well, it's only one spot, right? Towards Imp, where it matters.
Is it every TC? Is it, guys?
2
Is
per
it honestly
TC.
every TC?
Yeah.
What?
It's not a big difference. You can only get it while advancing to Imp. It's not that crazy. It's not crazy, Dave. You're reaching Imp with multiple TCs anyways. And then you get 2 more per TC.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess if you think about fast imp builds, you're not having multiple TCs.
Yeah.
I suppose. They did not make that clear in the patch notes. At least I don't remember them making that clear. They just said 2 vills per age.
Per age per TC. Completely unclear instruction.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Okay. Well, Dave, fasten your seatbelt in 17 seconds. Anatov will just fly above 122 villagers.
There it goes. Right there, we got some extra TCs coming out. Villagers coming out from those TCs. And we got 128 vills to him. Paladin on the way from Max. And Max is going to go over to Anatov first and try to do damage. And Rubenstock with the 5 TC boom. Look, Clement has left his base. So Rubenstock is just going to take back these farms that he made earlier.
Yeah, actually true. Nice TC placements. Makes lots of sense. And Anatov, he obviously has a pretty easy task, right? Tech to Halberdiers, produce Halberdiers.
But Nilly.
Yeah, Dave?
Metropolis.
What?
That's 6 extra villagers on Metropolis.
Oh yeah. Advancing to feudal age. But you're advancing to feudal age with like 55 villagers on Metropolis anyways.
6. Castle's gonna get denied by halberdiers.
Oh, that's nice. Nice for Anatov. Population dead even.
Oh god. These Chukanu are out in the middle of a field. Paladin still 30 seconds away. Once he has Paladin, I think he can engage here, regardless of the monks. 4 monks only for Clement. The Chukanu do not have rocketry yet. He's just getting Thumb Ring now.
59 villagers. We have coinage on both sides now. Trying to make it a proper 2v2. That's a really interesting game. I love how Anatov is getting control over the left-hand side, preventing an early trade. And also now Halberdier raids are coming in to the extra gold spots of the max.
Okay, Halbs are here. Paladin is in. Blast Furnace on the way. Okay, he can't take this fight, though. I think Max has waited way too long. I think he needed to maybe even go over to Clement first. He tried to go over to Anatov, and Anatov kind of punished him for that, denying that castle. And now Max is a little bit struggling, even with this Paladin number. He's wondering, how do I get in? What do I do? He's going to wait for his ally Rubenstock to get back to the game. Ruben is at 112 villagers. He's got like double the vills of Clement here.
Did the max maybe underestimate the power of the 6 extra villagers? Maybe he only counted... Maybe. Oh no, opponent has to have 137.
Yep, maybe. Probably it, to be honest.
Okay.
He probably thinks it's per age from the starting TC. And not the extra TC.
Maybe the Finnish translation isn't clear there.
Yeah, maybe not.
Okay, chicken
right. Well, they're coming in.
Elite.
And villager count still kind of recovering here for Clement. Rubenstock is fully recovered. He's a minute away from Imp. He's probably 3 minutes from being back, realistically back into the game alongside Max. And Max is just going to try and stall this out. He's still got a lot of paladins behind this.
Full
Needs the range units from Rubenstock, though.
Yeah, full skirms, not really the beautiful Imp.
Look at all the bills from Max.
Ooh.
Oh, he could use 2 extra per TC right there.
Traps should actually shoot wood lines instead of buildings. He could easily go through. Maybe just goes for the...
You want to go through with a tiny little choke point, though? You probably want a bigger one.
Yeah, goes for the TC first. I think breaking in is the most important thing.
Okay, skirms are here. Skirms are here from Rubenstock, and those are going to help against the Halberdiers, but there's still too many Halbs. 64 Paladins. I saw Petards there from Matt. Oh, they're at the back. He's getting all hyped about maybe petarding in through a wall or something, but his petards are literally at the back of his face. What is the game plan with these?
Interesting waypoint there for sure. Rubenstock's base is now pretty open, and skirm upgrades obviously not that hot yet. Paladin's taking a fight against Halberdiers. Not really what you want to see if you're a Max fan.
No. Nope, and you don't want to see the Chukanu pushing into the farming eco either. 72 Paladin. He's waiting for more skirmishers from Rubenstock. Rubenstock has 45. They should go now. I think they should go now.
The Max already lost 53 villagers this game.
Yep.
Wow. Those were like 30 at the front there. Okay, now big fight happening.
Max and Rubenstock should win this, I think.
14k army value against 11. Could be cost efficient though.
All right, another castle in Rubenstock's base over here from Clement. And Max clearing up some stuff in the middle with Paladin. They're still kind of dancing around, trying to whittle down the Halb numbers, and then Max can engage with the Paladins here against the Chukanu. Even the Trebs coming into play from Red, taking out some skirmishers from Rubenstock, but he doesn't really care about that. And Max has cleared up the Halberdier. He's going to be able to take out the Chukanu. And Clement is now at 92 villagers, and he's going to have to somewhat reset his army a little bit here.
Oh, actually, they weren't so far away from sniping the tower at the top and actually unleashing or like ungarrisoning the king. They're like one stream snipe away from winning this game.
I like unleashing better than ungarrisoning.
Okay.
He's a force of nature. He does have a cape.
Okay.
Okay, elephants now coming in from Anatov. These are siege elephants. They have been upgraded, and they're going to start working on the buildings. And he's got Halberdiers to back this up, too. And once again, Max will be struggling with his paladins where to engage, but Rubenstock is there this time with the skirmishers.
Oh, 23 skirmishes in the back, helping out certainly. But gold will be a big question in the long run. Still no trades set up, and it's not like the Max still has the big map control to get to all those neutral gold spots.
I feel like if they had rushed that tower with the Chukanu, they could have killed Rubenstock's king for sure. I don't think he was paying attention to that at all.
Yeah.
All right. Elephants going right for the... Oh, I thought they were heading for the castle with the king in it, but they're actually going in with the halberdiers here. Going to take out the towers as well. And Rubenstock now going for a defensive castle in Max's base. Max and Rubenstock, they managed to stabilize a little bit, but the pressure is still on the right-hand side from Clement here. As long as he doesn't lose those Chukanu. He's got a lot of them over there, but that's a lot of Paladin too.
Woo! And yeah, he's not going for any halberdiers himself. And now we go Elite Battle Elephant for Anotov here. And Paladins are moving in at the right-hand side. And more Paladins.
Clement is backing up to his castles. These Chukanu do have rocketry, and he's going to set up a little area for his Chukanu to sit in.
Oh, do I love that.
That's clever.
Yeah,
that's really clever.
I think that's something of the future. And I think we will see that one way more often.
I'm surprised people haven't been doing it for years, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you see it occasionally, but not as often as we maybe should.
Yeah,
and the elephants are now making their way into Max's base. Almost lost the castle with the king in it.
That's why deathmatch players are so clever. And it's actually banned in deathmatch tournaments to build gates.
Really?
Yeah.
Rubenstock with a bunch of buildings on the right side of the map, along the edge. So he wants to raid Red's base, but Red notices that, and he's going to try and stall that out. More siege elephants and battle elephants coming in from Anatov, who has the highest score now.
And surprisingly, Max already prepared. And has solid halberdier numbers already out. I didn't see that one coming.
Yep.
Rise of the Elephants.
He's adding trade, too. He's adding trade, man. Trade from Rubenstock and from Max already. 0 from Decisive Baguettes. Now, they kind of need it a little bit more because Rubenstock was cut off his gold for so long. And there's some golds forward, like all the stuff in the middle they're not taking, but...
Just felt like the fights that Baguettes are taking aren't that pretty. It's like they needed the fights through the center, needed more walls, needed combined armies, but that one fight where they lost all the halberdiers is really costing them. And now it's like, it's so easy for the Finns to decide when to take fights.
Also, Anatov is sending these siege elephants in like one at a time to die. So that's a problem. He's now going into more Rathas here. No, he's stalled that out. He's only got... The only thing he has in the queue is 2 elite battle elephants.
Wow, that's...
He's going Parthian tactics. So he is going to make Rathas. Okay.
I'm not sure if he was fully committing on that. He has 7 right now. Some castles at
Why
the
else
front.
would you get Parthian?
Has to be for it. It's a bit uninspired, right?
Trade
it's weird how Baguettes are like leading in score quite significantly, but it just feels like they're not winning at any angle.
Exactly. They're not winning any of these fights cost effectively or in terms of units. The Chukanu are still sitting there on the right side, but it's only a matter of time before there's enough Paladin and skirmishers to fight them back. There is Elite Battle Elephant over there, though, which is going to help. But on the left side, the castles will fall for Anatov, and he just finished putting another one forward. And that castle's as good as dead already.
Yeah, 4 traps there. We'll easily deal with that. No masonry, no architecture. Production with halberdiers pretty solid by Anotov. Can produce quite a bit because we still have some raids to the center, but the lack of trade setup is really starting to hurt.
Yeah, and they don't even have the walls across. Like, the Finns have already set up the team walls. So even if they do set up the trade, there's potential for Max to start raiding. With Paladins, you see markets at the back there from Anatov, so he was considering getting the trade rolling, but Max is already there with Paladins.
Oh, It's quite some villager killed here for sure. Boomstock was also really annoying at the right-hand side, and it just felt like it pushed through the center with both combined forces. Would have felt like the more natural thing how those two armies could have synergized.
Or a king snipe.
Oh yeah, if they realized, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I saw king snipe on Regicide Fortress. It's been years, man. I've seen plenty of opportunities where the king is right next to a gigantic army in a tower, and no one goes after it. But I can't remember the last time I saw king snipe.
Well, we don't have a lot of Regicide tournaments, right? Makes it tricky.
There's 0 gold income right now for Clement. He does still have some in the bank. He does still have 52 Chukanu. But things are looking rough for him.
Well,
He's got some stone he can
like
take. But
Slam
that's
lost his king yesterday. Yeah.
On what map, though?
Regicide Fortress.
Really? Okay.
I didn't want to say it because it's your boy, but so many people are pointing it out now that I feel
Well,
like...
he also did go down to 0 vills today, so maybe... I did like the Arabia he played, though. He basically had a 1v1/1v2 all game with no help from Doubt. And he was winning, so...
Yeah, crazy game. Yeah, Slam. Also, like, a tricky map to make work, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we finally are adding markets 47 minutes into Regicide game. Doesn't excite me that much. The Max already controlling the center of this area. Ay. Really starts to hurt.
Yeah, this feels super over. It's already 48 trade cards for Max. That's sick.
Yeah, he's just so good at getting early trades.
Oh, but look at the back. Look at the back. There's the traffic jam, Nilly. At the back of his base. They're lining up.
Oh!
Anyone know how long this line is? Some idiot in front. Get him out.
Now,
Yeah, he just
finally
deletes all his walls.
Okay. It feels like he retargeted all of them. Ah, no, just that group. Okay. Oh, so many Chokonus against skirm fights. It feels so painful. Why are there not like 2 elephants included?
There was some elephants over here, but...
But why aren't we having like 2 stables? Look at that. It's only 4 barracks as support.
There's no push going on right now for Deceptive Baguettes. There's nothing going on for them.
And now it's on the other side, it's Halberdiers against elephants. Like, it just feels like Suomi is constantly deciding what army to throw at their opponent. But Baguettes, they're getting higher numbers again. It was 380 against 300. It gets closer.
Okay, and Max is doing some more good raids. And I said there was no push, but I guess Clement ends up taking out that castle. And Rubenstock is still only on trash at the moment. As he tries to add in some more trade of his own. Max, however, on 52 Paladin. My question are, where are the Paladin? And the raiding at the back here. Max has more stables back there, too. He's getting in once again to Red's base with more Paladin. He's kind of getting hit hard by battle elephants in the middle. But he's got a big group just kind of waiting to dive against these Chukanu.
Well, let's take a look at that. Pikemen even being mixed in. Pikemen, Spearmen. Really showing you that like population can be a bit misleading. Military value still pretty solid simply because we have the 50 Paladins on the field. And that army of Clement starts to look really hot. And honestly, with the double stone, I think if they get like 5 bomber towers up, it will be tricky to break that.
Yeah, if he keeps the Chukanu alive. He still has no trade. It's only Anatolf with trade right now. And Max has showed up behind the Chukanu. He's gotten completely around them. Light Cav are falling here. Chukanu are running to the opposite side. And there are no castles there to run back to. No gates. No choke points to run back to. He's going to have to sneak all the way around this woodline. But Ruben is coming around the south. And he's going to be sniping these units. They know they need to get rid of the gold units here. And that's exactly what they're doing. 10 gold in the bank for Clement. And there's 5 trebs from Ruben taking out that castle.
Other traps are trying to fight back, but they are getting dealt with all the by all the paladins. Castle is falling to canoe number at 15 now. Now we have to add skirmishes here. Oh, this is not looking pretty for our French.
Our French. What about our German?
It's called Team Baguette.
Yeah, but it's deceptive. Deceptively German. Deceptively Deutsch.
After Anatov pushed me away from my Nations Cup spots, I don't care.
Yeah.
I wish
you
he was
push him
French.
away from the country. Yeah. Exactly. All right, another castle goes down. Max pushing on the other side too. This is done. Don't the Bengalis have a trade bonus? Don't they get food for trade as well? Is that like a tech?
Doesn't sound unlikely. So someone has something from the new civs.
It'll take some time, Neely. It'll take some time for us to get used to it. Except Ornlu, he's probably already got the tech tree.
Yeah, I cast with him yesterday. Like, he pronounces everything like as if like he already has like 8 deep dive strategy videos about every single tech. And I'm just reading it out loud, and he's like, "Yeah, but actually, did you know like the 3rd digit behind the comma is actually incorrect there?"
Yeah, GG.
That's what I told to Onlo as well.
Did you know, Ornlund, that there's 2 G's in GG?
No. Well. 250 paladins being built by the Max Anatov. Lots of Halberdiers, but in the end was not enough. The favorites that went into it, Max and Roomstock, truly tested. Was looking close at times, but just felt like Max could play his dream game.
I mean, Max, even not able to do any immediate damage with the paladins, just held on long enough. And credit to Ruben, like he got his boom going really quickly after his base was wiped. He was back up at like 100 plus villagers extremely fast.
Agreed.
And that's why this could work out for them. And they added in the trade really early, which is great. I think they were in a position though where they needed to think about late game options early because they had less access to gold. And Deceptive Baguettes kind of got stuck out in the middle. Once their push fizzled out, they realized Suomi had trade and they were basically done for.
Yeah. It just felt like no bomber towers. And I think not enough map walling, that they simply fought too much 1v1 without any siege, without the push. When they clearly had an army that needed to synergize together.
Nearly.
No. Oi. 3 up next. Arena. Without Velez. Without Cito.
Oh.
Oh.
Anatov, though.
Anatov.
Max.
Broomstock.
Max. Valis.
Potentially Clement. Potentially Jupe. I'm not even sure if they sent Jupe in there. Don't think so. What's the team? No, Zuppi still in the team as well. Someone pick Turks in Arena, please. Well, that's what we saw yesterday. Janissary action by Roomstock. Worked out really well.
I played Farm Simulator with Tristan yesterday.
I know.
Okay.
How did you enjoy it?
It was all right for like the first 3 hours, and then I just started driving cars off cliffs.
So did you have more fun the first 3 hours or more fun afterwards?
Yeah. Well, actually, I bought a chainsaw, but I couldn't use it against Tristan. So That was problematic.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Okay, game is hosted, so I would assume we are jumping into it in like 3-4 minutes. So what are good arena civs? Bengalis obviously was an option with +4 villagers. But I think the old civs probably are better. Clement Anatov already in there. Dravidians. Doesn't excite me. Gujaras. Don't excite me
Vidians
either.
does get extra wood if you're going for YOLO. But I guess it's not a 1v1, it's a team game, right?
No. So will be Magoo, Anatov, and Clement.
Magugu.
Magoo.
Wait, what? What was that? Hang on a second. What the? What? You sounded like a garbage disposal in a sink.
I thought I was like a French crab. Like holding.
French crab?
Yeah, like a voice actor in a Disney movie, a crab that is French, somehow French. Magoo.
Oh.
Les spices avec les paprika manger avec Magoo.
Wait, the spices and with the paprika you eat with Margugu?
Yeah, because we're good friends. Mon ami Magoo. Not?
Okay.
I think Mem would say Nilly is a bit Magoo. Hello, Hera Raiders. Right now, Dave is treating me with the silent treatment because I made a joke that apparently was not appreciated a lot by Dave and his viewers.
No, it wasn't the initial joke. It was the doubling down and then tripling down and then quadrupling, quadrupling down.
I lost you at the quadruple down.
It wasn't the joke itself. It was you just kept throwing stuff out there to see if it would stay.
By the way, if you watched Hera, good job. Nice that he is providing lots of HMS entertainment. You lost a big game, or missed a big game, on Regicide Fortress. It was a sling into Fast Imp, into Roomstock losing his whole base, but then the Max show and a nice comeback by Suomi. Up next is a 3-3 arena. The opening game, number 1, was Land Madness and Citeaux Ruffle stomping Velessa in 17 minutes or something.
Yep, raffle stomping.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've asked you this before, but have you ever raffle coptered?
Yeah. In my apartment multiple times.
Like, did you ever get like some air?
Well, you'd never really lived if you didn't ruffle copter.
Yeah, but like, did you do it fast enough to like get airborne a little bit?
A bit, yeah.
Okay.
I even considered moving into a bigger apartment to ruffle copter even harder.
I was just hovering too high. What are those dents in your ceiling? Well, sometimes, get a bit too much lift.
Okay, we have 2 new civilizations. Gojaras for Rubenstock and Dravidians for Anatov. Also mixed in a nice other mix. Spanish, Mongols, Turks, Teutons. So Max going for Teutons, trying to counter a Monk Rush? That is not going to happen.
People don't know what rafflecoptering is.
Poor people.
I know.
Spanish plus Dravidian trait could be crazy if we go long game. And Mongols, if we go long game, I think French are clearly winning. Yeah.
With Mongols, Dravidian, Spanish,
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
Turks, Gujaras, Teutons, yeah.
Trade
probably.
alone. Trade alone. Turks, Valas. Rumstock actually plays Gujaras. I thought Rumstock would be the guy playing Turks. Huh. Max going Teuton pocket. That's going to be an interesting one. 1-1 the score. After that 4v4 Haboob, that's going to be a wild one. Sito and Villicid joining for that one, I'm pretty sure.
Do we call it Haboobs? If there's more than a 1v1?
I think not unfair.
Okay. All right, so we have Arena here. Action-packed right from the beginning. We've got Anatol playing as the Dravidians, new Civ here. Matching up against Valis, playing as the Turks. And then in the pocket, we have Mongols against Teutons. And then finally, we have Margugu as the Spanish matching up against the Gujaras.
You went
Rubenstock.
You went wild. Like, how should I follow? Like, this was like left, top, top, then bottom, then right, and then top right.
I always analyze matchups. So we got Valis and Anatov, and then we got Clement and Max, and then we got Margugu and the guy Rubenstock.
Okay.
I think matchups are better than just going one by one on the team. You know?
Okay. But like, why aren't you like following the camera properly? Like, if you start like with Anatov and then we go to the top, Valas, okay. Then I can slide over to the right-hand side, introduce the pocket, and then jump to the other pocket, Clement, and then I slide over again. But you just zigzagged. Like, I nearly broke my mouse.
This mini map looks like a sea turtle.
Okay, I can see it.
That's my rebuttal. That's my rebuttal.
Welcome, Jordi, as well. Welcome. Thanks for playing. Obviously, we will see more of the big boys the upcoming days. Okay.
Yeah, apparently I am being told I need to be more aware of your mouse. Okay.
Well, maybe in the future we'll have professional camera guys.
Did you pick up the same mouse that everyone else did at M4C? I think there was like 5 of us that got it.
Oh, it's on my to-do list. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude,
I
like
bought
like...
a new screen already.
Ah, okay.
And
mouse.
mouse.
Like everyone was just waiting for good equipment recommendations, and then as soon as they heard one, they just hopped on board.
Yeah. Even after people bought it, like sometimes if you give a recommendation, you're happy with yourself, right? People trust you, and you shared your knowledge. But after people actually already considered buying it, the Muslim actually went to me and still took me to the side and like, look at my mouse, how amazing it is, buy the same. That was unexpected.
He didn't even have like an affiliate code or anything.
Yeah.
Like, that he was trying to get us to use. No, I have it. I've had it for like a month and a half now. It's actually really, I got it immediately when I got back. I'm really happy with it.
Okay. Yeah, then I will buy it today.
Yeah.
By the way, nice sheep sling. Roomstock getting 10 sheep into his mill. Good Jara.
Yeah. Yeah, good job, Rubenstock's team. If only I played a game with Kapoch and he wouldn't give me his sheep, dude. I asked so nicely too. He was on my team and he wouldn't give me the sheep. I was playing as Gujaras.
Well, that was not a good job by your team.
Exactly.
Namaste.
Exactly. I don't even know what you were trying to say. What you were trying to say? Good job, but Gujara as well.
Yep.
You're trying to make okay.
How did it work out?
I'm thinking about purchasing a strategic commander.
Oh, Did you ever see the ad for the strategic command?
Oh, dude, I've watched it so many times.
Oh,
And they had the voice technology that you could pair with it, too.
oh, it's the best thing. It's the best thing ever. Like, and like even the top one YouTube comment is like every time they said strategic commander, I lolled or something. By the way, interesting build-up here. We need to talk about strategy, not only talk about your life, Dave. Anatov is playing a pop 18 feudal age timing. Sends 4 villagers forward now.
He's on stone. He's on stone.
Yeah. And 1 on gold. Has loom.
And he's got 4 on wood, but he gets 200
Extra
he gets
wood.
200 free wood when he gets to feudal age. So he should be able to make a forward here. He's going to definitely go for a tower. Another tower follow-up behind that. That's why he has the 1 on stone. And he's going to have enough wood to support this.
Like, but you can't tower hop anymore, right? Or can you again? Archer range now.
You can still
One on
tower
gold?
hop. It's just got to be a gate and a wall, right?
Okay.
I'm not sure if you can do it with just 2 wall segments like that. I don't know.
4 on
I
stone
feel like
by
they've had that
Valis?
in the patch a couple times, and it's just never really...
I think something changed and then it unchanged. 900 HP for Valas Vault, and it will stay like that for quite some time. Finished loom. Now 4 on stone. That's going to be tricky though.
And Valis knows what's happening. He knows he can't stop it, so he's going to wall up behind. He is going to wall the right side. Now he's going to pull villagers away and wall near those berries. Now, this would look really good if this was a 1v1. But remember, it is a team game, guys, so Valis just needs to hold in time for his ally to get here and help him out. And I think Anatov is thinking maybe the same thing. Maybe Clement can help me out at some point in the castle age.
Oh, obviously Clement wouldn't mind just being forced into a lot of conquistadors and being forced to use them. Now getting some reasonable HP onto that palisade behind, which has microed back quite nicely. Good job by Valis so far.
That palisade wall is going to buy him another couple seconds. It's good. I like it. Just delay, delay, delay. The extra wood's really coming in handy, though, for Anatov. I don't think you couldn't have pulled a build like this off without the extra 200 wood.
Yeah,
You would have had to gone at least 1 villager later, if not 2.
Yeah, agree. So it seems like Clement full boom. I think Magugo should just send all the Kongs over to Anatov.
Yeah, maybe. Might be the plan there. I mean, they're pretty mobile, right? So you can send them other places if you need to respond to something as well.
Oh,
But
don't
having
tell
them
me.
over here is
Don't tell me
probably-
Valis is not getting castle age.
Oh no, they're denying the buildings here. He's taking a lot of damage, but I think he's going to get the blacksmith up. And I think he's going to get this market up too. And he will... He can sell his stone to buy food, Nilly, but that doesn't feel very good when you're up against a tower push. He's going to sell a little bit of it, sell maybe some of your wood, but then are you going to have enough to wall behind? He's forced into a defensive tower here.
400 food, bought 300 food, obviously heavily on gold now.
Oh, now he has to use the wood. He can't sell that. Oh, God.
That tower shouldn't go up for Anatov though. And now we could maybe build a tower towards the stone, but still some time to fight through. Magugo actually gets in there with the scout.
Yeah, Marguga gets in there. He can be a little bit annoying, and he sees that Valis is on the stone over there. No surprise for him. I think these archers could potentially run through as well. Oh, no, there's a lot more villagers near that TC than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, I think that tower is simply to have like 4 archers inside there and force the proper tower fight.
The castle for Valis is likely going to go down in front of his mill there, right? And just take out the towers anyway, so there's not even a point in really walling these, likely.
Yeah. You have the proper setup, you have the army.
Yeah.
So...
Still, Anatov has bought himself like a minute longer than I thought he would for Valis to go up to Castle Age.
Also force
And
the
he's kept
towers.
it open over here.
Oh, look at that. Clement Magugo even in there, forcing some reaction from those villagers.
Oh, 1 scout is annoying. 2 scouts is infuriating.
And I think you simply will build a tower there for Anatov.
Yep.
It can't even
And with
touch
the 2 scouts
the
there,
stone wall.
they can deny this, I think. Tower on the stone. Valis has 450 stone. He's built it 1 tile away from the stone wall. Okay.
Typically, you build it 1 tile away so the opponent can't delete the stone wall and
the
attack
wall
the
and then
villagers, but you
attack,
have archers, so I don't think it was needed that
And you
time.
have the scouts in there, too. Valis also has gold, so he can buy himself stone. But he's going for another defensive tower on the left near his gold.
He has to, after the first one died.
If you know what? If Anatov is smart with his archer placements, I think Valis is going to have to put this castle in a place that he really doesn't want it. Further back, he just lost a villager to the scouts over here from Clement and Margugu. This is so annoying. This is so annoying, man.
Also think lost a villager at the left-hand side.
Yep, under the tower there.
Yeah, -2 now. Scouts in again.
He's going to lose another one. But the scouts go down.
Yeah, but Kongs can come in now.
Conks are being produced right now. He's not sending them yet. Oh, Anatov has now snuck in with the archers, Nilly. He's gone right around the side there. Remember, we said the castle would likely go where those 2 houses are? It's going to be tough for Valis to place it down there with the archers hanging out in this area. Let's take a look at Anatov's resources. They're looking okay. He's got a decent amount of farms set up. He's got 8 farms behind this in an orderly fashion. He's on gold, so he might be thinking about Castle Age pretty soon. Yeah, he's buying the food. And there's the castle from Valis on the left side of the gold.
Yeah, we'll control the gold. Doesn't need the stone in the long run there. And, well, Anatov can't be too unhappy. It also felt a bit like, okay, Turks, crazy civilization. Let's try to punish them.
Yep. Valis might lose a villa here. Loses another one.
Sick.
What's he at? He's at 28 villagers right now. Oh my goodness.
It's pretty sick, right? Has to idle TC, also 1.5 minutes. So 3 villagers down that way, lost 4. So -7 vills.
Yep. I don't even think the conks need to come over here. I think you can consider going somewhere else now. And Rubenstock is expecting the Petard conk play.
Oh yeah.
Because he's already going for a second layer of stone walls there. Looks like Max already has monks on the field. Can pick up the relics and go after the conquistadors. He's working on his 4th TC now.
Actually, true. I don't think Kongs will achieve anything. Like, it should be a...
There will be Janissaries out here. Yeah, you shouldn't send them to Valis, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe the Max. But Max... Oh, yeah, I think probably going for Max might have been the best option. Huh.
I think Rubenstock would have been the best, actually.
Well,
He's
short
got the
distance.
double layer of wall, but...
Yeah. Tricky
We'll see what they can
situation.
do. Valis is still in trouble. I mean, there's still archers alive, villagers coming in with towers. He's not going to die outright, but he can't really expand his eco at all. And he's just going to be going for Janissaries, and he's going to be held into his base for quite a while now. And now the conks have looped around from the archers. Valis is trying to deal with those, but he's going to need to deal with these conquistadors too, as he abandons that other gold, and he is stuck in his base here.
Huh, tricky situation. Kongs, well, trading 1 for 1. Archers getting the upgrades. Actually quite risky that he went in that deep with the archers before he had the upgrades.
I think he had to go in. Because if you leave out the other way, I don't think you're ever getting back.
Probably.
Does have crossbow now. And let's see what the micro is like. And let's see if the Janissaries can actually hit the shots. That's probably the better question.
Yet another villager dying. Kongs in again.
Yep.
Oh god. Oh
Another
god.
one dead. Oh my god. And more dying at the front here. Anatov taking out 2 more villagers. Oh, Valis is in trouble. He is soaking the damage completely for his team. But he's still at 28 villagers right now.
Compared to his teammates 75 and 79. Oh,
But
pretty
look
crazy.
at the vill counts, right? Like,
Yeah.
It was 77 vills for Rubenstock and only 51 for our Margugu. So, and it's 78 now for Clement, and Max is still ahead.
Yeah. Overall, simply solid 15 villager lead for Suomi, simply because they had 2 full players booming this whole time. Mango, I need to carry
the
heavily.
Conks came over and kind of just killed a player that was already dead. So,
yeah.
Still, we'll see what the Gujaras can do here in Imperial Age. They do have those chakram throwers. I believe they have the Shrimista.
The rider? Yeah, I think so. Okay, monk defense now. Shrivamsha. No, isn't?
Shrivamsha, that's it.
Okay.
I had it right the other game, and then I just completely forgot.
It's tricky. It's weird that... Yeah, well, I think on Friday, I think we will get most of the shifts right.
Friday?
Well, it's a 5-day tournament.
Next week?
This week.
Oh. It's gonna take me some time, dude.
It's 3 new civs.
Yep. But that, yeah, but it's not about like, you know, saying it the way I think it should be said. It's about saying it the correct way, you know?
Ah.
And most of the time in that isn't learning how to say it the correct way. It's learning who to trust when they tell you that that's the correct way to say it.
I always trust Onlu.
Okay.
Yeah. You know that he did like pronunciation videos for me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did you pay him?
No. He actually like I promoted it and then he got quite some solid clicks on YouTube, I believe.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
But initially, like for I think the DE expansions, he actually like all the civs and all the technologies. He basically pronounced them. He also gave me background stories, but I skipped through those.
Lame. All right, Imperial Age on the way for Max, Imperial Age on the way for Rubenstock, Imperial Age on the way from Margugu, and Imperial Age on the way from Clement. And we've got the Megadai already on the field as Valis now tries to take the fight over to Anatov's base, but he's surrounded. Skirmishers, Conquistadors, Megadai, and Valis is just going to stumble his way back to his base and try and reorganize his economy, which is at 36 villagers right now.
I actually think you should focus on the Mangodai. That's the only unit that really scales. Like, Kongs are unimportant, Skirms are unimportant. I'm a bit surprised how long they're staying in there.
He is going for a third TC, so he's trying to get back into this one, and they're going to be pretty focused on Max and Rubenstock pretty soon. My question is just like, what is Rubenstock going into? He's going into Elephant Archer now? Ugh.
Okay. To deal with the Kongs? Well, they should be good against Mangodai, right?
The Elephant Archers? I don't even think... Dude, the Pierce Armor, look at it.
Isn't it getting better with Elite?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think Elite is comparable to the normal one from Indians.
We've got 3 civs that can go... Or, sorry, Spanish get full tech tree on Skirmishers as well, which should be really good against that.
Yeah, true.
And then Dravidians get the extra attack rate on Skirms, right?
But do we go Skirms? In a team game, if one player is already going to have
if one
Paladins,
player is going full Elephant Archer, I think you can mix in a few.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
They do so well against them, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Okay, do we get elite elephants? Yeah, we do. And game is paused for a second at least.
Mm-hmm.
Triple castle setup for our Mangodai player at home already. Fully boomed. No big surprise. And Mongols, if they don't run into too many elephant archers, should potentially dominate this.
I still feel like Elite Megadai aren't going to do too badly against the Elephant Archers. I think like the HP drop really helps. I don't know. We'll have to see that matchup. I didn't really see it that often in the Rage Forest Forest, or no, Rage Forest, we didn't see it at all because they didn't have the updated Elephant Archers. But I didn't even see that matchup that often with the old Elephant Archers, so I don't know.
11 villages lost, by the way, by Valas. And we have the max with 5 relics, room stock with 1. No one else has any. And actually a 6th relic likely to be grabbed by Max pretty soon as well. So nice gold income to compensate for the worst trade.
Going for that forward castle too. So they're really going to focus on Margugu here. And that's where Clement, that's the side Clement's going to need to go to first. And we see skirmisher production, or a little bit of skirmisher production anyway, from Anatop. But it looks like he stalled that out and he's going to be going into barracks here. And the techs are 50% cheaper for him, so it should be easier for him to get into champion or halberdier.
Halberdier feels
as
like
we see Imperial
option,
Age on the way now.
Elite Mangudai now coming in, having all the other upgrades already, except Parthian Tactics flying in. So we'll have fully upgraded Mangudai at around 32 minutes. Pretty solid.
Yep. Max just buying himself enough time for that castle to go up. Elephant Archer's now heading over.
And yeah, Elite Elephant.
Elite Elephant Archer now.
Yeah, they don't have crazy armor. You're absolutely right.
2+0.
Huh.
Yuck. He just got the first armor upgrade, so it's 3 pierce armor now. It's working on the second. Castle will go up, though. Max has bought himself enough time there. Clement is not going to want to run in there and snipe that. Halberdier is now on the way from Margugu.
So we have double Mangudai actually from both flanks. Double Halberdier from the flanks and Mangudai from the pocket. So it will be tricky for Max to really play alone. He has to rely on his teammates getting lots of army out as well.
Is Woot stealing? Woot steal. Is it going to come in here for Anatop? He doesn't have castle yet. That is, Dravidians is the one that gets Woot steal, right? Do they avoid armor?
How they're called.
Okay. All right, let's see the Mangudai against the Elephant Archers. Well, Elephant Archers should still do decently there just because they have so much HP. So Mangudai are doing a decent amount of attack against them, but it is 300 HP. And now they're coming into Margugu's base. Uh-oh. That's a lot of Paladin. That's a lot of Elephant Archers.
Not a lot of barracks. Only 4 barracks here.
Yep. Goes for gates.
Where's he going with his halberdiers? Where's Margugu going?
I don't know. He's going the wrong direction. He's sending them to the other side of the map while he's being invaded.
What? Doesn't he need them at
The
home?
quick walls are in, kind of, and the Mangudai are trying to help, but it's very congested here.
We simply need more barracks. Look at that, 17 in the queue. If he had like 2-3 more barracks, which he could have easily afforded, I think the hold could have been possible with 40 halberdiers in the field.
Mangudai working on the Elephant Archers, and they're actually doing decently.
Paladins in now. Oh god, Margugu, it feels so weird that he's sending all the halberdiers away. You're getting raided by paladins, my friend.
I honestly think he's forgotten about that army completely. He's probably wondering where that went. Because it's going into Red's base, and now Red is Xing it like, dude, what are you doing? Have you seen your base recently? Have you looked?
Not really sure what's happening there. Oh god, and now they're going back. Could have helped out so much.
Siege Elephants pushing in from Anatov. Now on to Valis, and Valis is back. He's up to 101 villagers. Now he's still in the castle age, which is going to be a problem, but he's reboomed quite steadily here. And of course, the opposing flank on the other side is getting taken out. So maybe he can buy himself enough time for them to completely kill Margugu, or maybe looks like Clement's going to be holding on for Margugu.
Is he though? Still 21. Okay, now some hussars are coming in. Oh, I think he might be holding on indeed, but it's just so easy for Roomstock to get into proper numbers. And look at that. Now on the attack even by the Max.
Yeah, and Max is Pushing forward with those onagers. There's a forward castle there from Ruben. Margugu relocating TCs to the left of his base, under fire from the elephant archers. But now we look over at Anatov, who's pushing in with the siege elephants. And we've got the KP boys. We've got Teutonic Knights here from Max. What do Dravidians do against Teutonic Knights?
Oh, certainly they have to tech switch into Arbalest. Arbalest tech is now coming in.
Woot Steel, that's what they do. Think about it.
Wood steel?
That ignores melee armor. Ignores melee armor on attacks.
Oh. Ooh. And all of a sudden it's nothing.
Yeah, and there it is.
They're like worse than champions then. Worse than generic champions, which are still fine.
Halberdiers will be 10-shotting them once they get the full attack upgrades. Ooh. It's not in yet, so obviously this isn't the greatest fight for him to take right now, but it's going to be a very weird fight to watch over there, Halberdiers against Teutonic Knights. Anyway, at Margugu's base, he is going to be completely wiped up over there. Woot Steel is now in, and we can watch the Teutonic Knights against Halbs. I mean, they still kill the unit, but they're actually taking damage now.
Okay. Traps are being sent back, and main event numbers are looking pretty solid still. 53 on the field at the right-hand side, but Onagers getting scary close. I'm a bit surprised that Rubenstock kind of lost his snowball. Maybe an overboom, 150 villagers.
And lacking the gold, too. Lacking the gold, maybe. We've got Halberdier production here from our Dravidians player. He's going to try and push back Max. Valis is now in Imperial Age. And Magadite numbers, like you said, still pretty solid. Rams in front, kiting the fire from Rubenstock. While the Magadite clear up the Elephant Archers behind. I want to see Onagers here from Clement.
Oh, will be big investments
to deal with those Elephant Archers.
Yeah, can we get trade rolling at one point? Seems like will be really tricky for the French. The Finnish players now, well, they could technically get some control, right? We already have some trade being set up by Rubenstock, but oh god, even queues up more villagers. Oh, Rubenstock is not really realizing what's happening in this eco.
Yeah, 150 villagers, 3 in the queue, and trade in the queue too. So he's gonna have, once he loses these Elephant Archers, he's gonna have like no army. Just eco.
Is he he's not slinging.
I haven't seen anything, no.
It's so weird.
SO on the way from Max though, and Valis is gonna be a factor pretty soon. Getting bombard cannon, he's got heavy cav arch already. Sipahi on the way.
Ooh. Okay. Well, not great against skirms, but certainly could easily kill all those halberdiers. Rampush is continuing to come in, and Antov playing quite some nice aggression still.
I mean, that's where they need to push, right? Over on that side. And the pushback is happening now against Rubenstock a little bit. He's got 22 more trade queued. He's still got 153 bills, Nilly.
Okay, yeah, it's not. And now he squeezes in some light cav. Rubenstock's army value will be so incredibly bad.
Yeah. Ironclad coming in. Siege Onager is almost complete here for Max.
Coinage now for Anatov, realizing, okay, maybe I can get Margugu onto better population again. Obviously not looking too hot there. 65 villages, 20 halberdiers.
Which one is Frontier Guards? The unique tech for Gurjaras.
I don't ask me about them.
I know the Castle Age one was the decreased food cost. Gujara unique tech though in Imperial Age. Armor on camels and elephants. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Armor on camels and elephants. All right, so let's take a look at what this is, and that's just melee armor.
Looks like it +6 now.
Right.
Yeah. The way Rubenstock trades the long way. While we see big hits against all the halberdiers coming forward, and oh god, Rubenstock found so many kills.
Great shots there from Max. Great shots there. Another good attack round. He's trying to save these siege onagers. They do have ironclad. He's trying to repair them, Nilly. He might save a couple of ironclad. No.
Okay, finally dies. Quite still forced a lot of hussars to fight way longer than they wanted to.
Yep. And on the other side, we have episode 6, Revenge of the Valis.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's a big army.
Yeah, this is over. Feels like Margugu was just a little bit too slow to the boom in Imperial Age because he went for the conks, and the conks just didn't accomplish as much as they needed to. GG.
Yeah, the Kongs kind of. And then this Halberdier move, right? If he had those 14 extra Halberdiers, 2 more barracks as well, he could have gone on to better numbers. Just feels like the hold wasn't there, and therefore Mangudai numbers couldn't rise as quickly because they had to fight so much.
Yep. That's a win for the Finnish boys.
Quite nice army compositions.
Yeah, it was.
And Rise
I
of
was
the Elephants.
getting really hyped for the Woot Steel versus Teutonic Knights, but then Valis showed up and ruined it. I mean, Teutonic Knights will still rip halbs, but it'll be way more cost effective.
Mm-hmm. Oh, without any armor, and it's ignoring like its base armor or also the upgraded armor.
All melee armor.
That's sick. Honestly, that's sick.
Yeah, like 6+4 halbs are gonna be an elite Teutonic Knight with 100 HP. They'll just be 10-shotting it.
Okay, easy math.
Yeah.
Noomstock already has 26 traders as well. 153 villagers. What a crazy overboom. Okay,
Imagine
4v4 time.
Woot Steel throwing axemen. Oh, that would be perfect.
Why?
Because it'd just be biblical. Like in the Bible, biblical. Like Old Testament.
I will read up on wood steels. Wood steel. Okay. Google image search did not help my understanding. Well. So 4v4 Haboob. Oh, what are good civilizations here? I think Magyars are crazy good. Mayans have to be crazy good.
I've never seen a team game Haboob, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not bugged. I didn't test it. Actually, no, I loaded up once, I believe. Yeah. Well, you basically can't wall, right? Just madness.
You can't wall?
Well, you can't wall your woodlands properly. And you're super open. Yeah. So let me think. So Magyars have to be crazy good. No one's really hosting right now. So let's investigate more on good civilizations. I think it's pretty much like super aggressive Arabias. If Ethiopians could be good. In 4v4, typically Chinese are good. I think Mayans are so good as well. What about Berbers? I think Berbers are good, yeah. I think you rather want to have something that's even better in early feudal, but Berbers has to be a solid choice. Still have
Khmer an option?
Franks, right? Khmer. Yeah, Khmer is fine. Still rather see Berbers and Franks. Yeah. Sicilians. I don't see Sicilians. Because you're mainly fighting Scout Archer, right? You're not fighting Spearmen. You're not fighting Camels. Bulgarians and Men-at-Arms. Not really an army that scales well in team games. I also don't mind like Chinese Pocket even. Huh. Atacama has to be played in the end. You also want to play Magyars there, kind of. Ooh. Is Lithuanians an option? Is talking to Dave an option? Apparently Dave muted himself. Nearly Fields, man. Hunt? Yeah, we already saw Hunt in the 1v1.
I'm back.
Okay. And
Hello.
yeah. So Citeaux, like French can't go onto Hunt. How we all doing? I hope you enjoy the tournament. I hope you enjoy the show. And I hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday. Obviously, this tournament is continuing tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have AM against Suomi as the starting match. And then GL versus Baguettes. I think I should have actually put that in the different order, right? Ooh, I think I did a mistake there, scheduling-wise. I think GL Baguettes should have been game 1 and AM Suomi the second one. Could have made more sense. Yeah. Good view numbers so far? Yeah, lots of people interested in it. I like it. Every set has been great entertainment. Yeah, yesterday's sets were really good. Today, also, I really like that as well, yeah. And this one, ooh, Street goes wild. What's happening here? Gifting 38 subs, making it 750 in total on this channel. Street, thank you so much. I hope you had 2 nice weeks, although I know you didn't catch as much Age of Empires 2 as you wanted to. Thank you so much. If you got one, make sure to thank Street. Crazy support of this channel. Feels like forever since we've had a proper team tournament. Terra Nova duels notwithstanding. Well, Battle of Africa is happening in June. So, lots of eyes on that one. Can you tell me a nice game mouse? I don't know. I'm using Razer Death Adder V2. I'm happy with it, and I might buy a new one later tonight. Drinking beer on stream in German while you're feeding the stereotype nearly, man. I'm not. That's not a beer. Return of the Clans? That was nice, yeah. Well, 1v1 tournaments simply bring the bigger viewer numbers than team games, right? So you're way more motivated to do team games than 1v1s. 1v1s than team games, my bad. The other way around. The max. 8 out of 8 players in there. Salet even flying in. Okay. Instead of Clement, Magugu, Anatov, and Citeaux. But as well as Max Rubenstock. Which mouse one are you thinking about buying? I don't know. I have a screenshot somewhere. I will find it. Quite rare to see a non-Pepsi Max Cherry deciding. Yeah, I moved and all the 3 supermarkets close by don't have Pepsi Max Cherry. I'm considering moving again. It really hurts. I would suggest to test the mouse in the shop. Okay, thank you. I asked you a few months ago and you said you liked AV2 more than AV4, but you were optimistic about AV4 becoming better in the future. What are your thoughts about it now? How good is the game? I really like AV4. I really am enjoying playing it. Oops. Yeah, what's happening?
Game started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're in the spec delay.
Ah, okay, okay. Well, I was considering pulling them back again
Why?
without spec delay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what civ do we have? We have
Franks, Mines, Britons, Franks, Britons, Saracens, Gujaras, Bengalis.
There you have it. So it's Bengalis Franks pocket. Oh, Britain's main flank. So makes a lot of sense. Not sure about Bengalis that much. And Saracen Britain flank. Why not Mayans? Are we picking Mayans on the Takama? Has to be. Has to be. Then Gojara Frank pocket. Okay, okay, okay. Dave, why did you go that hype and then muted yourself again?
Ah.
Huh?
Because people are being dumb in my chat.
And what did you do about it?
I told them they were 9 years old.
Okay. And more than 9 years old?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then.
But then they're
why would you tell them?
My 18 plus tag on Twitch. And then I had to think about banning them. Isn't that right? Amazing_night.
Oh, I think he's banned on my channel as well.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Pop out. Unban requests. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know that name at least. I've read multiple messages of that person.
Well, they all come to mind eventually.
Yeah, well, it's like...
The best was the guy the other day who told me to talk to MBL because he got timed out in MBL's chat. And I'm a mod there, so I went and checked live on stream what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And all he typed was Q. That's it. He's full banned. He's not timed out. He's full banned in the chat.
Okay. Oh, MBL, zero tolerance. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, okay.
It's classic.
Okay, that's a wild one. Okay, we will have Haboobs. A pretty wild map here with people fighting for woodlines, but also can expand towards the outside woodlines.
Yep. This looks really weird in team game. Oh my god. Like in 1v1, you got the wonderful little pyramid with the camel and the relic and whatever in the middle, but
I still
in
get
team
that.
game, you're kind of just fighting over these woodlines, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like anyway. And the golds are super far forward. Stones are
Or in the
super
back.
exposed as well.
That's a bit random if you have them at the front or at the back, right?
Yeah.
For example, Anatov has a pretty nice map at the back, but exposed berries.
All right, so let's look at the players then. We got Valis playing as the Mayans, and he's going to be matching up against Margugu playing as the Saracens. And make sure you follow around this time, Nilly. We've got Anatov playing as the Franks, and he's going to be matching up against the Max playing as the Franks as well. And then the other pocket is Rubenstock with Bengalis matching up against Salet, who's new to this game. And he's playing as the Gujaras. And then finally, we have Sito matching up against Valesa, and they're both playing as Britons.
Nice. Like, player 7 till 8 I could completely follow. Nice.
Okay. This looks like a weird bracelet that you would make at summer camp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make it, but people make it, yeah.
Well, when you're like 4.
Yeah.
Did you refuse to make
Yeah,
bracelets?
I was too cool when I was 4 to do bracelets.
Oh. What happened?
I was cool.
What?
And
Okay.
then I'm still cool.
Okay.
Should I show you my base cap collection?
Base cap collection?
To show you how cool I am. And all
What
cool
is a
kids.
base cap?
A cap. Baseball hat.
Like, oh, okay. Baseball cap. Okay. Base cap. I've never heard that.
Okay, baseball cap.
There. Or like hat collection.
Oh, that's what all the
I'm sure you
cool
got
kids.
some fedoras in there too.
Of course, fine, sir.
How do you say "milady" in German?
My Mädchen. Du bist mein Mädchen.
Perfect. That's exactly what I expected. Good.
Or like,
All right,
if
so
you go more south, like Jordan would say something like, "Du bist ein schönes Mädel."
yeah, but that's too many syllables, though.
But that's the full sentence, like, "You're a beautiful girl."
Oh no! But I'm just looking for like the intro that implies that you're gonna be a little bit sleazy.
Oh, well, that's not what Germans are doing.
Oh, okay. You don't let them know right away. You got to kind of trick them into it.
Oh, Valas thinks. Ooh.
Does he?
Against... No, Valas against Magugu on the map. Actually, talking about Age of Empires.
Yeah, I'm watching it. He's
Okay.
got a villager there. He's playing as Gray. I couldn't see the villager at first. He's got a villager forward and he's laming the lumber camp. Imagine.
Whew, I don't have to imagine. I can actually see it. And yeah, but it's pretty easy to just build a second lumber camp further back, and Magugu won't be hurt that much. Nice reaction.
Yep. And Anatov is going to chase after her a little bit, make sure she escapes. And the eagle from Valis will also come back. So the laming attempt, not really making anything happen. But Valis, at the end of the day, didn't really lose the villager. And what do you think about this matchup here with both players being so close? Who would you prefer, Mayans or Saracens?
I'm a big Mayans fan, especially with that horrible gold here for Magugu. Oh, that could be ugly.
Yeah.
Mayans should get the aggression out so much quicker.
Even the ones at the back, they're both on hills, and they're both pretty far away. Like, just really ugly for him. And with Saracens, you're going to need access to a gold.
By the way, we will have a wild map coming up in the next 4v4s as well. It's called Frontline, where all 8 players are basically in one line, while we see Villager actually having some problems here for Valas.
He's going to lose her.
Will he?
Mon Mädchen! Mein Mädchen!
And sent a new low HP one to the front, but yeah.
Yeah.
That made
Speaking of new lows. Mein Mädchen!
Frontline, the map that we will have the next day, is actually going to be pretty wild as well, because we have all 8 players basically spawning in one line.
Really?
Yeah. It's a bit like slopes in the map sense, that like you have to expand towards the resources left and right, but everything through the center. So like, I'm pretty sure Doubt... Oh no, I think that's the day where Doubt's is sitting out, but he would clearly be the first to call shotgun on being the one furthest in the back.
Of course. All right, Camel and Scout being a little bit annoying over here against Valessa's gold. It's a lot of idle time for him, and he might actually lose a villager here if he's not careful. He's going to lose a vill here. So great teamwork there between Sato and Salet. They're going to get away with those. It looks like Sato is going to be going for archers against Valessa, and Valessa will add an archer range of his own, but it's double archer range here from Sato. So Valessa's got to be careful. Does have a decent looking base setup though with the golds at the back there.
Valas actually designed his base to not include his berries. This will be a weird play in the long run. Okay, now he goes for the mill.
I guess if you have double archer range, you can kind of secure it with military, but still, it's gonna be a little bit tough. And he knows about the gold from Margugu. So Margugu's gonna need his allies' help. He's gonna need more production from his own buildings in order to have military to hold this hill. And it looks like Anatov is just gonna help him for the time being hold that position because they need that gold access. Doesn't really have that many other options.
Quite interesting how they basically team walled close to fully now, and then it becomes a bit of an oasis play. Or not.
Army numbers are pretty equal for now, as the second archer range just now comes down. So Valis is going to have the advantage in terms of production over Margugu.
rushing it out with 5 villages. I think you need a defensive tower there.
Yeah,
Just
he's
gives
going
you
for one.
so much more breathing room. Yeah, he has to. Obviously not pretty because you can't really use the stone to sell and try to get your advantage in getting to castle age a bit quicker.
Look at what Rubenstock is doing too. Full stone walls behind the palisade walls.
Wow.
In the middle here.
Is that a sling?
He wants to secure that gold.
Okay. Well, lots of pressure could come from that angle, right? Oh god, this is full feudal madness.
Yeah, and Valessa now needs to rewall behind this. I guess there's the TC there, so they can't justify fully running through at the moment. But with your ally Rubenstock kind of cutting production and just going for walls right here and losing all your archers, you got to make sure your wall is up. And I wonder how long it takes Sato and Slet to maybe loop around the backside instead of just pushing in through the front here if it's going to be walls from both these players.
So that's now switching on to gold, so feels like going for castle age is an option. Wow. Roomstock getting pressured quite a bit, but as you mentioned, all that stone. Like, I'm not really sure why he's going that heavily on stone wall with like walling with 4 villagers. Yeah, that's a sling. Roomstock is slinging.
Okay. Is he going to sling in feudal age here?
Yeah, he's not on gold,
Yeah.
so has to be on feudal age. No,
True.
now he goes on to he now goes
on
into
gold now. I don't know, like, even if you sling in feudal age, how much can you realistically give? It's not going to be that much with this base, with that eco that you have right now.
Like 400 resources, 500 resources, something like that.
Okay, Salet and Sato are coming over here. They're going to try and do damage. The battle continues. The battle to hold the hill in front of Margugu's base. And you can see Anatolf and Margugu realizing exactly what they need to do. And they're just simply staying put. They need Margugu's gold to be secure. And they're playing for that win condition. Not even win condition. I would call it a not death condition for him. And Valis and the Max, it's only a matter of time before they try and hit somewhere else or move out a little bit. But it looks like Anatolf is the first one to move out. Ooh. He's coming to the other side with scouts, and Margugu is simply going to wall behind here and defend with archers.
Interesting decision. Is that really going to pay off, though? Roomstock has the defensive tower. Veles is sitting behind walls with archers.
You haven't gotten in anywhere. Why are you coming over this way with scouts now?
Yeah, you're forcing yourself to, like... Or like you're risking so much here.
Yep. But Margugu is relatively safe at home, provided he doesn't lose this archer army. He's going to save the villagers on the berries at the back, but he's got more on the zebra here, and I guess Anatolf's walled at the back, so he can't really be hit either.
Okay, but that's easily broken, no? With that army?
Yeah. He should have enough warning, though. Time to bring back his own scouts, maybe? I don't know.
Oh.
It just seems really weird that he went over to the other side with the scouts.
Yeah, without any indication of, like, really having potential to do something, right?
Yeah, now they're going to his base. Uh-oh.
Oh, Max. I think he will get his stone walls up in time. Archers simply were a bit late.
Uh-oh. Margugu is trying to defend Anatolf's walls at the back there. Anatolf going for more houses, only with 2 villagers, though. Makes a tower there. He's not up to the castle age yet.
Max is somewhat holding. We'll have some villager losses here for sure. Archer's not really finding the kills, though.
This is like Max and Valis feeling like they...
Oh, Margugu's getting jumped. Oh, overextended.
Yeah, he's getting completely jumped. He's getting completely jumped. I think he can delete that palisade wall, maybe go through the choke point over there.
Mm-hmm.
Or go through near the mill, but he's going to take more fire there from the archers from Valis. Lots of archers going down, and this is all happening because Yellow went to the other side, but they're into Max's base, Nilly.
But Max already double tower and everything walled behind. There's such a great defense by the Max.
He hasn't lost many villagers yet, but still, he's going to have a very idle eco here. Very idle.
And Margugu somehow survived. Still has a reasonable amount of archers left.
Yeah, and he's kept Anatolf safe. Anatolf is on the way to the castle age. Will he be safe enough, though? He does have a defensive tower here. He's got houses behind the walls. And they're out of Max's base now. They are out of Max's base. They punched a hole. There's a lot of archers back there. Looks like the scouts from Anatolf are looking for damage on Valis. So maybe sending the scouts over to the other side was a good play at the end of the day. I mean, Margugu has managed to save himself and his ally, kind of, from the damage. And the scouts from Anatolf got into Max's base, killed some villagers from Valis, and they're now coming back again.
Crazy play. And look, Salet even thinks, okay, he can add town centers. That's so weird. Like, close to everyone had to build defensive towers already. So that would be a big advantage. Roomstock now even goes for battle elephants.
Yep, battle elephants. We got Shravamsha riders here from Salet. Those will do well against the archers, not so well against the battle elephants. And this is a good composition here.
Yeah.
15 seconds away from castle for Valessa, too.
Uh-oh. It feels like both are trying to counter the archers of Valessa and none really addressing the elephants in the room.
Yep. But the elephants, I mean, they rise and they fall, Nilly. And they're falling right now. Regardless of the name of the tournament. Took a bad fight up the hill there against the camels.
Yeah, completely outnumbered.
And I don't think he had... Well, he actually had the second armor upgrade. I'm surprised.
And now Sito's pushing in. Should be problematic, though, against Valessa.
Look at Margugu here. Still alive. Somehow. I thought for sure he was going to be in trouble, but he's reaching Castle Age. Valis is already in Castle Age with the crossbow upgrades.
4 archer ranges.
And we've got them now collapsing. Anatolf is here with Lightcap. They're collapsing on the archers from Valessa, but Valessa found herself a nice little choke point, and it's just a few skirmishers and crossbows from Sito, so he can't quite clear up that army. Valessa should be fine for the time being. Rubenstock about to lose his blacksmith at the back there.
Ooh, Salete with his Gojaras does 50% more bonus damage. Ooh.
Again, for camels?
For camels, yeah. Against the
my
elephants.
God. That's a lot, actually. What does that come out to? Damage per hit.
I don't know. Should easily be like... What do you get against an elephant? Maybe plus 12 or something? Okay,
Something like that.
4.5 extra. Huh.
Oh, wow. Max went right through the crossbows from Sito. He literally ran right through his army and got an amazing flank on him. And Sito's crossbows are dropping like flies here. Salet sends in his light cav. Just try and pick away at the villagers.
Well, we see now
And
double hill
look
control.
at Sito's base. Oh, God. That is a nightmare for him.
Oh,
Sito just lost a gigantic army near Rubenstock, and he just lost his big army at his own base.
Yeah, but 3 teammates are coming over for the clear up potentially. Oh, this is everyone here.
Everyone is collapsing at the same time. We got so many crossbows here from Valessa and from Valis. They're sitting on the hill, but the knights, Shravamsha riders tanking the damage, and the crossbows and skirmishers fighting from behind. So things weren't looking great for Sito there for a while. But now they've cleared the entire army from gray and blue.
And now it's all reset. All reset. Military count dead even. Villager count slides of advantages for Suomi. Wow, what a good game.
Yep, and everyone's just kind of fighting in the middle here too. No one's really picking at the edges and the outside yet.
Phew. Elephants now coming in, and people in my chat calling GG, and I have no idea who they think is winning. It's like, score is dead even, population is dead even. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, it was a really good fight for Baguettes. Let's all agree on that.
I think the risk here is that if Rubenstock ever gets up to that number of elephants, you're going to have a really tough time stopping them.
Yeah.
And he's building them right now. Like, he's at 14 right now. There's not too many camels on the field anymore. It's just the Shravamsha riders. There's no pikemen. I don't see any monks yet.
Not really, yeah.
And the Mangonel's about to come out for Max.
No!
No, it doesn't.
I think I saw like 98.4%.
Yeah, it was really close.
Oh, elephants marching in. There are no camels now. There's no answer to the elephants.
There's nothing to deal with them.
Twitch chat is right. It's GG.
Maybe. What's going on in the other areas here? Oh, we got Valis now. Kind of being caught out here by Anatov, but he's got a lot of crossbows and he's micing them well, but there's the crossbows from Margugu now. Still, let's go over to Sato's base. What can they do against the elephants here? And against Max behind this too with some knights and Valessa behind this too. Sato might lose his TC, all of his buildings, all of his eco, everything.
And there's not enough help. There's no real answer to all those elephants.
And Valis is still kind of holding on the other side. He hasn't lost too much. Anatov now going over to Sato's base, and Sato's TC is going to die pretty soon here. And he's got... Ruben still has so many elephants, man. He's got 18.
Crazy. And they're just completely crushing the town center.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
No counter whatsoever from the other
How
players.
is the town center still alive?
Okay, here comes camels. Here comes knights. Shravamsha riders. Crossbows in the back from Margugu, watching it all go down.
Oh, Max Knight's pretty stuck.
Valessa's crossbows kind of pinched up there as well. Only 15 of them left. Elephants doing work, though. Camels doing decent job against the elephants.
Lots of crossbows. 45 crossbows here. In total for Margugu on the field, 34 on this battleground. The elephant's still alive though, and yeah, that was not a bad fight for Suomi. They lost it in the end, but that was certainly cost efficient.
The Toes TC is still alive, and he's added another one. Also, love his lumber camp placement one by one to get more efficient. I don't know why that's so satisfying.
Yeah. Ooh. Is there any chance that anyone would reach him? No. It seems like no one is above like 200 food. Except Anatov here.
Valessa's at 75 bills. And Salette is at 77. So the ecos have kind of gotten rolling here.
Military is plus 40 for Suomi. Military, pretty damn even.
I'm surprised like nobody's gone out to this outside woodline. Nobody at all.
That's not what I would have expected either. Yeah.
But I guess you can't really TC that, right? So, oh wow, good raid from Max on Salette's gold. Killing like 6 villagers there at the back. Meanwhile, Valis trying to push into Margugu, and the elephants have now made their way over to Salette's base.
Uh-oh.
And that's 2 crossbow teammates backing him up.
Roomshock only now getting bloodlines, by the way. Could have been even more tanky. Crossbows
Got
around.
the +2 right away, but no bloodlines.
Could make sense potentially. Oh, this is going to be another big fight.
Oh, this is bad for Suomi, I think. We got camels now to deal with the elephants, get some damage against them. Lots of knights, lots of crossbows back here from Margugu. The knight numbers from Max are not there anymore. He's only got 8 on the field.
Ooh, maybe took too many to raid, and look at that. Now Villis on the way to Imperial age even, after losing all his army. Baguettes, well, in punching distance when it comes to population.
Yep. Sato, only at 25 villas though. Sato is at 25 villagers, and that is not good. That is arguably your best player, right? He is in a bad spot. He's right next to the guy going Imperial Age. And we've got 7 archery ranges now it's going to be for Valessa. 7 archery ranges. Producing with the Britons, so that's danger. Extreme danger right there.
They need to deal with that. Like, Valessa's just sitting it out. Roomstock probably going to continue with this elephant production. And once Britons are an imp, like, there's no way to contest them with Castle Age armies. Oh, big
Okay,
jump,
they're
big
trying
jump.
to collapse on Valis.
And Valis lets them in.
Yep, they're not gonna find anything here. Well, if they keep pushing, they might.
I think they will find a lot, my friend.
Good walls from Valis, though. He's kind of trapped them in there a little bit. Still, he's very exposed on the wood line to the crossbows. His own crossbows dealing with the knights now. Where's the team effort here from Suomi to back him up? Not enough knights there from Max yet. And Valis is just dying under his own TC.
Ooh, but still saved lots of villagers on the wood line, so not the worst thing ever. Villagers running to the left-hand side. Heavily dropping in population as well as now takes this, well, last spot and score for the Finns, but still bought his team quite some time. But now the attack is towards the max.
And still, like, 60 villagers left for him. Only 32 for Sato.
Oh no, oh no.
And Valis is now on the way to him.
Villis lost a lot of his crossbows before actually getting the upgrades in.
Remember, he does have 7 archer ranges. So he can reproduce pretty quick. But here comes a forward castle from Salet. And Salet's got a lot of camels here dealing with the elephants from Rubenstock. Also, Sato there with some crossbows. So getting involved in the team effort after his base got wiped.
I'm not really sure if him going for some army is really contributing that much.
Yeah, I think you need to get back into the game with eco.
Yeah, I think so as well. Like 40 C play. Britons do have an easy job of rebooming.
Right now, they're just buying enough time for this castle to complete.
But
And there's a castle from Valesa, so it's a limited time only on this this forward castle from Salet.
I think.
Valis is still like completely idle eco.
Oh yeah, double TC. Here, there are no units. What's happening there? Get him pretty soon.
Well, he was running from the he was garrisoning from the knights. Max is chasing after them now. I'm honestly surprised Max isn't up yet. Okay, he's gonna click. He's gonna click soon. And the elephants are now just. We don't need trebs for this castle. We don't need trebs. I don't know why I thought of trebs. We have elephants.
Actually, I'm not sure how well they're doing. Oh, doing fine for now. Now Camel's coming over, but obviously they won't do too well against the Arbalest, which they're facing first.
Elephants getting in between the two. And they actually did pretty good with the help of the castle against the Arbalest. That's a trail of death leading back to Valesa's base, and Valesa goes for a treb. It looks like Margugu's now under pressure as Valesa's on that side too with the Arbalest. And the first player from Decisive Baguettes is now on the way to Imperial Age, and that is Anatov here with the Franks. He's got 43 knights, Nilly. That's pretty good.
What's 1 minute 20 to go. Cavalier upgrade obviously takes some time. And how is gold looking in the long run? You have extra golds on the outside, but
Look
not
at the
too
military
many.
counts between Decisive Baguettes and Suomi.
What? How?
Yeah.
Military value 16k to 9k.
Look at Margugu with 54 crossbows. 51 knights for Anatov. We got 17 camels and 16 Shvancha riders for Salet. And then 29 crossbows for Sato. It's looking really strong for military numbers.
How are they ahead in population as well? And denying that castle here. Big problems for the Max.
Yep, Max is still 1 minute and 40 away from Imperial Age. Big problems. Valis is going to get upgraded to Arbalest, but he doesn't have any. He's only got 16 crossbows.
I don't like how Anatov is in there fighting before he gets the upgrades. Probably tells the letter as well. Go back, my friend. We will upgrade first.
Look at this military. Oh my god. So many units.
And that's Saracen bonus as well, right? They should get proper kills against the buildings.
Yep. That castle foundation is going to go down. Imperial Age on the way from Salet here. Valesa needs to come over. Looks like we have Valis from behind with Arbalest. Castle foundation dies.
They're retreating. I think they could take the fight now. I'm a bit surprised. Oh, they're giving up the hill. Why?
Maybe they're waiting for imp upgrades from the Cavalier.
But he has the upgrade. They want to wait for Paladin even. Oh.
Paladin incoming. We've got purple going to imp too. So maybe if they buy like another minute, they can collapse on all this. But still, you're giving Max time to really get into it as well. Max going for stables behind too.
It looks like Anatov has chivalry. I think the imp upgrade is coming in pretty quickly. Uh-oh. Elite battle elephants for Roomstock coming in as well.
It's a crazy map in team game. What the hell? And Valesa continues the push over near Sato's old base and through the middle. He's going for a castle right in the middle. We are going to have a gigantic battle upcoming, Nilly.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We are going to have a huge battle incoming.
200 military for both. And, like, it's full rainbow. Like, everyone will contribute.
Yeah. Even Sato, kind of, maybe. 16.
16 crossbows. He's in there. He's in there.
Yeah, he's in there.
Oh. What's the timing? What will trigger the attack?
Honestly, is it the
Paladins?
heavy camel upgrade? I thought it might be Paladin, but they're not going yet. Paladin is in. Elite Battle Elephant is in. Elite Shravamsha Rider is in.
Now we're even getting.
Oh god, here we go. Oh my god. Watch and enjoy, folks.
Shravamsha Rider not really getting the kills there. They're actually fighting off against the Cavaliers quite a bit. Paladins took quite some way around, and Arbalest numbers are still looking pretty good in the back. The Elephants doing work as well. I think this is better for Suomi.
Yeah, this is much better because the Paladins engage directly against the Elephants.
Camels weren't there, and this is actually the fight for GG. I didn't even know how to cast this.
I think the best way to cast that, Nilly, is not. And just let everyone watch that, because that was beautiful. That was honestly beautiful. The only person we were missing there was Sato. Look at the Elephants doing work against Margugu's crossbows, by the way. I don't even think a single elephant died over there. Oh, God.
What's the KD? Like, that's the beauty of capture age. Now we can double click. The Elephants got 57 kills. We got 41 on the Arbalest, 43 there. And yeah, simply not finding the kills overall. What a crazy end to this game. 3-1.
That was nuts. What a great game for 4v4. I never expected that from Haboob. Makes sense, though.
It's so many good 4v4s already.
Yeah.
Phew. Castle, kill 2. Obviously not in there. Yeah.
It feels like they should have... If Select kept going into camels, and they weren't also fixated on dealing with the crossbows, I think they might have been able to do something against the elephants.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in Castle Age, they had nothing against those.
Also, I'm not sure what Gujaras should go for. Is it Camel Rider? Is it Shravamsha Rider? They're kind of missing an answer to the better elephants.
Yeah. And you can't go monks in this situation because there's so many Britain crossbows.
Yeah. How do you want to micro that? Like you can't like instant convert with 20 monks.
Yeah, and you can't go pikemen because crossbows as well. So really tough.
Sito actually contributed with 110 kills. Compared to Max, only 133, but I think Max killed a bit more valuable units.
Yeah. Max was also a question mark for me because it took him a long time to get up to Imp. And like he really stalled out night production in the middle of Castle Age. I don't think there was ever a stage where Anatov stalled out night production and he was faster to Imperial Age than Max.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I guess he didn't get hit as much. Max got hit really early. It's difficult to tell.
Yeah, also Magugo not having Arbalest in that major fight in the end, right?
Yeah.
That's simply something that Valas could help out with. Poof. And to finish it all off, we will have a 2v2 on Atacama. Obviously, every game counts. And for Suomi, who is now honestly kind of flirting with a top 2 performance, another win could kind of rule out that they will finish bottom 2 already.
Did they win yesterday?
Yeah, and 3-2 against GL, which is massive.
Oh. Well, obviously. Did you cast that, right? You didn't play that?
Yeah, I cast every game. Yeah, I don't play. Why would you think, like, what? They won against GL? Well, Neely must have played.
No. Okay. I was thinking, like, how could they possibly win against GL? And then you said you were casting, and that explains everything.
Okay. I
well, you got so offended there, dude. Just let me share my point of view, you know?
Okay. I can see your thought process.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Willis is hosting. Will be Willisse and Vallas against Sito and Magugu.
Alessa Vallis. That's not confusing at all.
Oh, didn't we have them in the same Red Bull group once? Mm-hmm. I think so. Luckily, they didn't.
And we had Tristan casting too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Max slung Willisse to Imp and delayed himself massively. Okay. Still gave lots of control. And we have the proper colors as well this time for the 2v2. And they're jumping into it.
Proper?
Well,
oh yeah, yeah. My chat was complaining actually. Now that I remember it,
I changed colors mid-game, and it felt so confusing, but I actually liked it.
I refuse
to change colors. Yeah, I did as well.
Mid-game, 20 minutes in, I'm not gonna change it, dude.
Yeah, chat has so much power over me. You know, I'm not like the independent woman like you are.
Yes, strong. You missed strong.
Oh. 1 minute to go. And then we have 4 sets out of 10 sets in the book. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we will continue Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 10 games every day.
Dude, oh God. It's going to be a full week here.
And Saturday, Sunday, aren't we already in Resurgence? I think so, right?
Are we?
Yeah. Resurgence will be the next 3 weeks.
Sunday is Mother's Day, so I kind of have to go spend that with my mom.
Okay.
So I'll miss out on that, I think. There's always a tournament planned for Mother's Day, man.
Well, there's always a tournament planned for something.
Yep.
Will be good time ahead. I think we have pretty good next 14 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would say so.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
No.
Okay.
But let's say Age of Empires fans will have stuff to watch.
Age of Empires fans or Age of Empires 2 fans?
Age of Empires fans will have stuff to watch.
Okay. N5C, N4C2? Yeah, what is it? Is it N4C, N5C?
It's NAC4, N4C2.
Ooh.
$1 million double festival.
Ooh.
Right?
Heard it here first. Double festival.
Poof.
It's like Dave in Germany for 3 months.
Oh, no.
I'm doing a Euro trip.
A Euro trip in one apartment, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Nilly. Well, we're into the final game here. We play all 5, and Suomi is up 3-1 against Deceptive Baguettes, and we've got Valessa with Dravidians, and we've got Valles with the Magyars, and then on the other side we have Hindustanis and Magyars. Now, Dravidians do get the extra wood upon advancing, So it means they could probably go up a little bit earlier, because you get the less on wood, and you can get that for free and get the production buildings up sooner. But doesn't really strike me as a cavalry civilization. They're missing bloodlines.
I think we need to play men-at-arms here. And I think like 5 men-at-arms try to control the wood lines. I think Magias is really struggling against that even.
Okay.
Yeah, someone really needs to do the math. Win rate of the 3 new civilizations or the 4 new civilizations. I think it has to be brutally bad.
In this tournament?
Yeah.
Well, the win rate is not... Oh my god, that gold looks like Texas.
That gold looks
look
like
at Look at the gold. Valis' gold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the win rate's going to be really bad. I think you have to exclude the 4v4 games from AM and from...
Okay, why?
Because they just randomly picked them because they didn't know what to do with the civs. Think about the 4v4 game from AM and from WWP.
Maybe that was their plan.
It definitely was their plan.
Well,
but I don't think it would be fair to factor that into a win rate thing.
Well, then you can ignore the sets.
True. But like planning to lose doesn't reflect on the civ.
I'm not sure they planned to lose. They accepted a loss.
Yeah. Okay. Did they sign for it, like at the door?
No, that wouldn't be fair play.
Oh. I am delivering your loss. Parked out front. Find a spot.
Okay. What is this? Like, I've multiple times seen now, like 8-9 villagers shooting a boar once, and then coming out, and then the rest of the villagers are killing.
I don't know.
It feels so weird.
I feel like Rage Forest has changed the way everyone brings in the boars.
Okay, why?
Because there's been all sorts of different ways I've seen people kill boars, especially with like luring 3 in at a time. Everyone has like a different method on how to do it.
Okay.
And now that everyone is comfortable with the shooting the boars with the TC, which is something we've become more accustomed to over the last like 2 years since DE came out. I feel like everyone's gonna have their own little specific way to do it, you know?
Okay. Can't wait for a 290 video before Hidden Cup to explain me what's right and who does what. Well,
you know, you're his core audience, I guess. I've never watched
that. It's ridiculous. How much I enjoyed T90's content.
Mm-hmm. Better than sleeping pills.
What?
Hmm?
You don't need prescription.
He is my prescription. Anyway, Texas, that's a big Texas 10-4 as the Valis villagers go past that Texas-sized gold and make their way to the wood line. And let's see if there's going to be that men-at-arms pressure you talked about. Valessa is playing as the Dravidians, and I do not see a barracks up yet to start making the militia early. So it's just going to be a little bit delayed. They're both a villager behind, or a villager ahead or behind or whatever to the next stage. Is it ahead in general and then behind to the next stage? Right? You don't know what I'm talking about.
They are a villager behind.
Yeah.
Behind. Yeah, they're one villager ahead, but they're one villager behind.
Yeah, to the next stage.
Yeah. I'm still not sure if I like the less play. What is this going to be like? Archer Skirm?
Maybe.
Did you pick Dravidians basically only for the plus 200 wood, right?
That's what it feels like right now. It's kind of what it feels like. He's going for the barracks right now. He gets up to the feudal age, and he's going to drop 2 archery ranges, maybe? 1 archer range, 1 archer range. Blacksmith here, maybe?
I think
it's the second building.
Second archer range makes more sense. Also, woodland is not pretty, right? Oh, it could be some aggression. What is Valas going for? Stable at home? Yep, indeed.
Now this goes for the stable. Of course, we've got oh, there's the stable right there. Okay, so stable from Margugu, and then of course an archery range here from Sito. So he's not going for the stable play. He's going for a second archery range right away. And Valessa has not made a second production building. There's the archer range. Okay, so double archer range on this side, single stable on the other side.
Okay. Makes lots of
Val's
sense.
making a huge jungle camp too in the middle here. I like this.
Yeah. I also think like a bit more investment and just being safe against the archers makes so much sense.
Yep. Like on a crazy map like Atacama, looking back at your woodline and seeing 4 dead villagers is the worst. it's just awful, and it could be the difference between a win and a loss, right? So
yeah. So how do we get a proper advantage here? I think Sito could move out with his archers and try to arrest the woodline of Valessa, but I think reinforcement is just there so quickly that you can't really afford it.
It's going to be more stalematy for sure, unless someone can come forward through the middle of this wood here.
Yeah. I think attack through the middle makes more sense than anything else.
Yeah. And it's going to have to be... It's likely going to have to be Sito against Valessa. But there's a huge army there, and they're going to track all of this, basically.
Okay, very even army here, as you can see.
I'd love to see like an outpost in the middle. I think it's worth it, the investment.
Especially if you already built a tower.
Yeah.
But then again, like, if you already have a tower, do you need the outpost?
No, I meant for like Valessa. Putting an outpost on that wood line so he can't get snuck up on from this side because he's so close to the edge of it. At least for like yellow, you have the tower there and whatnot. For Valis, he's already made the little camp. Red has a pretty secure wood line as both players from each team just kind of jockey for position on the south side of the map here. This is one of the first kills of the game, I think.
Yeah, KD has to be pretty low.
Yep.
1 for 1 now. 21 military against 19 slightest of advantages for Baguette. Spearman obviously completely irrelevant, so it feels like pretty even. And do we see any crucial upgrades coming in? Not really.
No upgrades coming in whatsoever. Oh boy, we're in for one here. They're just going to be stalemated at the back here. And they know exactly where each other's armies are, so there's no sneak shenanigans. But the armor upgrade is on the way from Margugu. Okay.
I think then we can force a fight.
Yep. And no spearmen being added here from either player because the archers are on the field.
Good hit by Sito. Getting some damage done against Valessa here.
Armor's in, no bloodlines. I don't think they'll be checking units yet for upgrades.
Jump, jump, jump. Oh, not fighting.
Nope, not fighting initially, but getting some good hits still, and the archers are going to do less damage to these yellow scouts because of that +1 armor. And Sito has managed to push them back almost all the way to that wood line, but it is closer to Valessa's production building. Still, the scout numbers from Valis. He's managing to keep them alive, and he's getting bloodlines.
Uh-oh.
And he's still adding in more. This could be really dangerous for Deceptive Baguettes.
Yeah, they need to fight now. Baguettes needed. They have a 25-second timing from here.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too many archers, I think, from Valessa.
13 against 17 on the field, but obviously reinforcement, as you said, just so long. But crazy wall that Sito got up behind the scenes.
Valessa's woodline is open. I think if you spot that as Margugu, you might tell Sito to just go back and then go forward with your scouts and try and get in there.
But
he's not going to spot it. I thought the other scout coming across would see it, but I don't think he has.
Oh, but Sito, I think he needs still some protection while retreating. Now
Bloodline's coming in now for Margugu.
Oh, phew, this is intense.
It's really, really close on the bottom here. Super close. And then now I think it's Sato's turn to have more units. Valessa only with 16 archers over here. Sato with 19. We've got 8 scouts for Margugu, and we've got 9 scouts over here from Valis. But Bloodlines is in now. Bloodlines and the armor is in. Armor's in as well from Valis. This is too close.
Same upgrades, except that Sito has 1 more armor. Now trying to jump.
Doing a good job initially sniping those archers. He's got 2 separate groups of archers attacking. Dude, the control grouping here from Sato, that was fantastic, Micro. Did you see that, Nilly? He had 2 different groups of archers manually targeting the archers there from Valessa, and he cleared up all the numbers, and the scouts from Valis were not able to do anything to protect them.
How did Sato get to so much better numbers here? Was it all the KD? Did he snipe down so many archers?
Yes, he did. He had 2 separate groups sniping. It was fantastic.
Absolutely crazy move. And now the woodline, is there a chance that this is open behind the trees? No, it's not, but doesn't really matter. 20-minute game. Sito, what a beast. Game 1, game 5. He just clapped Veles twice.
I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to watch that again because that was so convincing. You said he had the 1 armor over him.
Okay, what
one extra
minute,
armor, and that's it.
What minute are we jumping towards?
I'm at, let's see. I am at 1842 right now, if you want to go there.
42. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me countdown for play.
3, 2, 1, go. And they like come in here, and then Sato. Maybe I went a little bit too far back. No, Sato splits up right around here. See, he's sniping the archers, and then he splits into 2 different groups.
But it was
30. And look, he's only targeting archers here.
But it was 15 against 24 archers already on the field. So I think he had the wins before that. I think I want to go back to like 18 minutes or like 1830 before the fight actually happened. I'm going back to 1832 and want to take a look at the statistics. And KD is Sito 9-7. Not the biggest advantage.
Yeah. So at 1818, he's 22 archers and Valessa is 16. So he's got 6 more than him. They are retreating back towards Valessa's production buildings, which means his reinforcements get there faster. When they start on that crazy fight, Valessa opens with a kill, and he's 19 archers forward versus 15 archers for Valessa.
It was simply 3 archer ranges for Sito.
Yeah.
That made so much sense, because I see like 5 archers in the queue, so it's not like Valessa lost his production. 3 ranges for Sito. What was the difference here?
Outpopped him, and then outfought him too.
Nice.
Great stuff.
Nice.
Great stuff.
Sito feels a bit like a one-man army here right now. Getting 2 big W's for his teams. For his team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet stuff, Davey boy.
Don't call me Davey boy.
Okay. Davey man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.